false sovereign has been an enigma for far too long. What say we make for Vermund's eastern edge and investigate him? I can guide you to the vicinity of our destination, Master.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
You there! Are you looking to enter the village? You'd best go elsewhere, friend. What's wrong about this place? There's no business to be had here, that's for sure.
I don't know about you, Master, but word of a curious village does more to spark my interest than deter it.
You'd best go elsewhere. There's no business to be had here, that's for sure.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? We have found a material. I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Make yourself scarce now. I've quite a temper.
I'm in no mood for talk.
Here to ask aught of me, are you? Good day, sir.
Well met, sir.
How might I be of service?
Well met, sir.
How might I be of service? In my line of business, patience is key. 'Tis good to be busy. Work beget the safer the roads, the heavy. In my line of business, patience is key. Always a pleasure.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
The Arisen is ever prudent in the application of coin.
Rather more common looking than I'd expected. But I suppose that's... I'm in no mood for talk. Off with you.
Eyes follow us wherever we go here. 'Tis enough to make one jumpy.
'Tis eerie, but we must needs press on.
Ah, you must be the visitor I've heard so much about. Have you some business here in the village? You would know of our village? As you can see, 'tis a simple place, tucked away on the eastern edge of Vermund. Is there aught else I can help you with, sir? Arthur. 'Tis a name unfamiliar to me, I'm afraid. At least, no one by that name lives here, sir. As you like.
You'll never reach our destination if you continue in that direction, Master. But I suppose I can go...
This is the course. Nothing's free in this world. A good merchant knows that trade is a battle of wits. Do stop by again.
Oh, you've a sharp eye. Suppose I ought not to have underestimated you, Sir Arisen. You wonder how I know? For starters, 'tisn't just me. The entire village recognizes you for what you are, cuz. Not mysterious about it. We've our sources, and that's all I'm saying. But don't worry yourself. I'm actually on your side, in a sense. Can't offer you any help, though. Village code and all that. Still, I suppose I could give you a bit of advice. If I were you, I'd try doing to someone else what I was just doing to you. Know what I mean? I have a hefty wager riding on you, cuz. Don't let me down, eh?
Do to someone else what I just did to you. What could she have meant by that?
A troubling rumor has reached my ears, and methinks I ought to share it. 'Tis said there is an illness fools can contract beyond the rift that inflicts unspeakable harm on those around them. As it progresses, the pawn gradually loses all self-control, and in time will even cease to heed the Arisen's commands.
How terrible. We shall have to be alert for signs of the sickness among our number.
My, you are
I'm in no mood for talk.
This letter is as suspicious as they come. We must find someone who can explain its true meaning.
My, you are...
Stay away from me, Puddinghead.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Off with you. I'm in no mood for
Might you consider lightening your pack, Master?
Lessening our load will help to keep us light on our feet.
This is, of course. Nothing's free in this world. Glad to be of service, sir.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Wish me to return? At once, master.
This is, of course. Nothing's free in this world. Glad to be of service.
Ah, you must be the as you likes.
Hey, how'd he know to expect you? I couldn't tell you. Why not ask him yourself?
No doubt you're dazzled by my charms. You're the last person I'd waste my time on. You're the last person I'd waste...
Off with you, you worthless miscreant.
My, you are persistent.
Greetings. I must say I'm impressed by your intuition, sir. You found me out far sooner than most. I trust you are enjoying your sojourn in our fair village. If you have any questions, ask away. I should be glad to aid you. If aught about our humble village seems strange to you, that is easily explained. For 'tis here that thieves are instructed in the skills they require. To begin with, those who wander into the village are evaluated for their potential aptitude. Of course, you are no exception. That you stand here now is proof you were deemed a worthy candidate. Which is to say, you have my approval as the Thiefmeister. Is there aught else you'd care to ask? You're curious what I know of you? Quite a bit, I should think. Naturally, I'm not the only one. Our village has its own network of spies and informants, you see, and your title tends to make you stand out among the rumors we collect. You're the second Arisen to come to Vermund, and you've allied yourself with Captain Brandt against the Queen Regent. In response, she's... Oops, I mustn't say another word. Don't misunderstand. I'm no ally of the Queen Regent. I merely strive to maintain neutrality in political matters. Those who deal in information must ne'er align themselves with a particular power. Such is our village code. Is there aught else you care to ask? Arthur, you say? I've lived in this village many a year, but I can't say I've heard of someone by that name. My apologies. Is there aught else you care to ask? Beg pardon? Why would you ask such a thing? A letter? Oh, you've made quite the discovery. Brass means imitating someone in thieves' cant. This letter means to say someone's taken on such a request. Naturally, I can say nothing as to the who or what of the arrangement. I'm sure you understand. Is there aught else you care to ask? Aye. Take care, then. You, sir, are worthy of inheriting my ultimate technique. Once mastered, it will allow you to fell all foes, both minuscule and mighty. Take it, and do with it what you will.
My, you are.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Be gone with you! You...
Fancy a look at my wares? Fancy a look at my wares? Do come again.
I'm in no mood.
Well met, sir.
How might I be? Always a pleasure.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
remember this place.
Tis clear you're not interested.
This is, of course. Nothing's free in this world. Do stop by again.
Fancy a look at my wares? Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
No fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Make yourself scarce now.
You made it after all. Guess that means I win. Oi, you lot best pay up. Dear me. You didn't disappoint, did you? You've done well. Seems only fair I answer any questions weighing on you. Go on. Ask away. What can I say? Not many people bother with this place. Luckily for me, you were different. Knew I was right to bet in favor of the Arisen. Anyway, most visitors get fooled into going up to the manor. We send them packing with a trifle, and if they don't question it, good riddance. Anyone that complacent has got no business being a thief. We only train the rare few who make it here. Some might go so far as to say that the entire village was built around this spot. That all you wanted to ask? Figures you'd want to know about him. We're supposed to be neutral. Ordinarily, I wouldn't say a word about one of our jobs. But I suppose I can tell you, the situation being what is. His real name is Dara. He was one of us, once. But he's been exiled. We had no choice, see? After he went off to play the False Arisen, we're men and women of shadow. Center stage isn't our place to stand. That's why he was cast out. He'll ne'er be part of our village again. That all you wanted to ask? For all this, Dara was in line to become the next Thief Maester, but he failed. Took a massive injury to the chest during the trial. So the title fell to me. That's when he went off, saying he used the scar on his chest to pose as the Arisen. And what a scheme that turned out to be, eh? Now he gets to sit pretty on the best seat in the kingdom. Still, you'd have a hard time proving that he's not who he says he is. He's a wily one, that Dara. Always was careful not to leave behind a shred of evidence. But we can't have him thinking that he gets to go off and enjoy a peaceful life in a lap of luxury after breaking our code. Methinks he needs something to remind him of the debt he owes us. Here, this should do the trick. Now, as to the Maester's teaching, not sure you'll be able to use it to its fullest potential, but I'll show it to you.
My, you are persistent. There's comfort in the humdrum of daily life.
You're the one, then? Fie. I'd hoped I'd not be seeing you here.
That all you wanted to ask? Aye. Till next time, then.
Can't work as late as I used to anymore.
There's comfort in the...
Pray, give me no more grief.
Thank you, sir. You've my gratitude. did much for me. Begone with you! You're back.
Master, pray let me know beforehand if we are to meet somewhere different.
No doubt you're dazzled by my charms. They...
Well met, sir.
Ah, you must be the visitor I've heard. Dara. That man isn't associated with our village anymore. In fact, if e'er you should meet him, pray inform him that he is no longer welcome here. As you like, sir.
This is, of course. Nothing's free in this world.
Do stop by again.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
So, we finally arrived. I thought we'd never make it.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, your Majesty. He espied the delivery of a suspicious package to a man named Allard, a minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain on scene, 'tis plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away from prying eyes. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. We must get to the bottom of it. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the Minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. What say you, your Majesty? Are you willing to undertake this task? I shall ensure that the door to the Minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn. Pray, use that time to infiltrate and uncover aught worthy of suspicion.
There is only one acceptable outcome. Complete and utter success.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. It seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to justice shall doubtless be a great boon to our cause. Mayhap 'twould be prudent to visit the man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom. He might have knowledge that could benefit you on your travels. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray, take this. Consider it remuneration for your Majesty's efforts. There is much we ought to tend to. If we are... Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, your majesty? This appears to be a bill calling for the arrest of a man named Dara. But hold a moment. Does this man's countenance not bear an uncanny resemblance to that of the false sovereign? I see. If your majesty is certain that the two are one and the same, then I am convinced as well. However, I'm afraid this paper alone does not constitute sufficient proof. Ah, but of course. I surmise your majesty intends to post the bill and invite suspicion. A clever plan. The Queen Regent will be forced to deny any connection to our new sovereign, yet will be unable to remove the bill from the public eye. Furthermore, 'twill serve as an attestation to Dara's existence, which shall remain an undeniable truth till the man resurfaces. And all the while, the doubts lurking in the hearts of the citizenry will continue to deepen. A clever ploy indeed. I shall attend to this matter personally. I have no doubt that this bill will prove its worth in due course. You have my gratitude, your majesty. Your aid has been invaluable.
That Thiefmeister's a capable sort. I'd wager this will make life rather difficult for the Queen Regent. Shall we seek out the young man from the other day? Very well. I'll guide you there directly.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
We've arrived, but not so our quarry. Can it be we've mistaken the hour of our meeting?
I'm not sure we're making any progress here. We might want to remind ourselves of the particulars of our task.
Onward to Vernworth Castle. Let us make for the palace, that you might investigate Minister Allard's chambers. I'm afraid I cannot escort you beyond the castle entrance, Master. We will have to part ways till you emerge.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Pawns may not enter the castle grounds, Master. We shall have to part ways at the gates. Could you come over here?
I've more time than I know how to spend. Got to focus. My head will roll.
Tis our duty to see. We are hardly.
Here at last. Do you know how long you'll be? I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Keep moving. It's early for a rest.
Recruits don't know pommel from point.
Always sets me to think.
This is quite a quandary.
The sooner my duties are out of, I always feel so fine.
What business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the Regent Kin to request a private audience.
Oh, perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring. He might just be his mother's puppet, but at least he knows what's good for him.
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unwring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers. I will return presently.
Surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the Sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better discussed in the presence of your mother. What are you, guards? Seize.
This ain't my problem. I'm a man of pleasure. All this quiet makes me itch to cause a stir. Always sets me to thinking, this place.
I'd sooner stay out of battle, were it possible.
It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign.
Errands are wearisome work, indeed.
We ought to make the delivery now, lest it should end up lost or misplaced.
Right you are.
Now we must report to Captain Brandt. That's the way of things, is it not? Fret not, Master. I know precisely where this person can be found. Good. We're here.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal, a land with which Vermund has no official dealings at present. Let me see. It reads, "True to our word, we offer you the power of the Godsway. Pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere our plans are set in motion." A meager clue, to be certain. Though, 'tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires with Batal. This does not bode well at all. Though the political situation is stable at present, much blood has been spilt between Vermund and his neighbor in the past. I fear such a partnership would only portend the drawing of more. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. Chief among them, what is meant by securing Melve and this God's Way? I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, Your Majesty, should you have time to spare, might you make for Melve? Only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot can we begin to thwart it. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. Perchance it will help speed you on your way to Melve.
A moment long awaited.
Queen Regent Disa appears to be working in concert with this Phasus fellow, but what precisely is their aim? Shall we seek out the young man from the other day? Very well. I'll guide you there directly.
The guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
I'll take any chance and not... I'm in fine fashion today.
I'm the predicament.
There's comfort in the humdrum of daily life.
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace.
We shall await you here, Master.
I've no time to waste on the likes of you.
I've been on my feet all day. My legs are as red. My sword is my list of duties grows here longer.
Breadth of knowledge is no less important than depth.
I'd sooner stay out of battle, where it possible. I'd sooner stay out of battle,
Is no less
where it
important than depth.
Dull days for us are assigned as halls.
Would I
I'm
know
fine.
Be happy. Sir.
Staunch or contrived to entertain.
Forward to a long day of work.
Quiet at last.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
Here at last.
What's this? Come to admire my sculptures, have you? Ho, ho! To think my eminence as a collector would reach in the ears of the Arisen. If only my collection were complete, I'd fain allow you to inspect it. Alas, the sculpture that I commissioned to be its centerpiece is yet to arrive, and 'twould wound my pride to have you behold my collection ere 'tis made whole. If your curiosity shall not be denied, however, the man's home is located in Bakbatal. You need only tell him that...
What say you gather some information?
Predicament.
Welcome. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you?
Hi. Faring well, I hope. Would you care to join me? I'd not say no to a bit of company. I was hoping you'd say that. Do you know, I had a feeling we'd meet here today. Say, you're not from round here, are you? How I envy. I long to learn more of the outside world, but Mother won't allow it. She's always telling me how dangerous it is beyond the palace walls. But, after all, if the world truly is so perilous, what are the lives of our people? It seems unfair that I alone should be shielded from that reality. But listen to me waffling on. My apologies, friend, but I'd best be going. Thank you for indulging me. I do hope...
What about seems well met? You are come to Shaki. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated to the foremost. Hospitality in all Vernworth.
We must rest. I fought many battles in my journey, but the thrill of felling a colossal foe goes unmatched. It appears night has fallen while we slept.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
Shall we get underway?
Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
We'll make our way there in time. As to whether 'twill be sooner or later, that is for the Arisen to decide.
The masquerade is already underway, sir. 'Twill be a long night. Longer still for those of us on guard.
You're far from your station, are you not?
I was bored out my Skull Garden Palace. At least here I can listen to some courtly music.
A fine place to sit and gather one's... Got to focus. My head will roll if all goes awry. Have you heard? There's to be more restrictions on goods traded with Batar. Owned items will come to be obtained soon.
All my days.
I'll be done for today.
Is this pass truly to the...
Last was again.
So,
Twouldn't do to meddle.
fancy party hosted by the Arisen. You'd think he's feeling plenty merry by now.
Best mind that time of
It would seem our sovereign has recovered enough to
Listen,
walk.
I've seen my fair share.
Why, you're... No. Pay me no mind.
We who are gathered here are naught but nameless nobles. 'Twould be uncouth to inquire after another's identity.
No.
We who are gathered here...
Twouldn't do. Methinks I'll have a rest. My feet.
Another ale can't make...
This is a peaceful place. Perfect for meditation.
Everyone who dances with me can...
Well now, you're...
What is it? Something happened.
We have it on good authority that a suspicious individual passed through here.
We need to scour the area. I'll scour
In here.
Open up!
You're dressed rather austerely for a patron.
My humblest apologies, Lady Wilhelmina. We've had reports of an unseemly character in the vicinity, you see, and...
Preposterous. I was out front till but a moment ago, and I did not see so much as a shadow.
Be that as it may.
You are excused. Leave this place, ere you invite our noble host's wrath upon yourself. I will summon you if aught is amiss.
Pray forgive the intrusion.
And what business have you here? In the nobles' playgrounds? Hmm? You've the face of someone in search of a juicy morsel. Would you be looking for this, perchance?
Come on then, keep pouring. Do you take me for some green lad who can't handle his cups? I'm your damned king, and a king deserves royal treatment.
Of course, Your Majesty. Tell us, Your Majesty, would you prefer more drink, or shall we find some other way to amuse ourselves?
Aye, aye. Let's change things up.
I believe I cautioned you to keep your drunken revelry in check, lest you forget these celebrations of your valor are but a pretense for more serious matters.
I know. I do. It's just I get the poison in me and things happen is all.
You need only serve as our false king until Sven becomes consul. Till then, however, you would do well to remember that your role demands a certain degree of dignity. I trust you understand your position, Your Majesty.
Nay, I mean I. As you say, I'll go and so proud.
Why not remove yours as well? This is not the masquerade hall, and we now find ourselves quite alone. What say we dispense with such pretenses and speak openly with one another, Lord Phasus?
That will do. If you're discovered, yours won't be the only head that rolls.
What is your purpose here, I wonder? If you came to learn of the Sovereign, then 'tis as you have seen. The man is not but a ale-swilling pretender propped up by the Queen Regent. Of course, that begs the question. If he's a mere mummer, then where might our true Arisen be? You'd best go. I'll do what I can to help you make your escape. As you can see, I run an establishment that caters to certain pleasures. You're welcome to come and play anytime, if you escape with your life, that is. Know, however, that our services do not come cheap.
I am the cream of the crop, after all.
Come see me in my bordlery, whene'er you're so inclined. I'll instruct my attendants to send you straight to me. Come see me in my board. I'll instruct my attendants.
Always sets me to thinking, this place.
Wonder how everyone else makes it through the day. What was it I had planned for tomorrow?
I shan't agree to this.
What's going on?
Just one. No sense dwelling on
A fine place to collect my thoughts.
After a companion, are we? What sort? If you see someone you like, go speak with them.
Welcome, sir. As ever, we are delighted.
So this is where you were, Master. I searched high and low for you.
Do take care not to stray so... Far next time.
Won't someone do all about this?
dragon, but these pests what worry me. I bet this place has its share of secrets.
Got any arms for...
Husband.
I'd swear it.
It's been a hard day. I'm going to go exploring.
Out on this job,
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Illa, he's here.
Sir, ought you not? It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Ed. I regret that I cannot offer you a cup of tea, not to mention, I have to find them. Oh. You wouldn't happen to know someone willing... You would procure it yourself. In that case, the slums are a bane to the body. We do what we can with your aid is most appreciated. Yes, sir. Ah, forgive me. If that's not the case, you will have to
Maybe I'll make myself scarce.
Good tidings, friend. How have you been keeping? As for me, I made the most of my week-long sojourn. You see, I grew so fond of the Destiny, and that's when I thought, mayhap you've grown. I can't just give it to you, mind. I've my relocate. Well, friend, what say you? Much obliged, friend. I hope you're as pleased with our dear. Suppose I'd best be off.
There's comfort in the hunt rather than enough.
Finish it tomorrow. I know. It's a secret.
Near in my...
Yes, sir. Have you procured what? Unfortunately, I can give you little more than that. Ah, but in place of a reward, only if you've the time and inclination, of course. As servants of the gracious hand, we provide whatever treatment we can. Yet, at time, perhaps you will recall the parents who were here when you first arrived, an unfortunate pair. They've suffered no few hardships in the slum. By chance, he was examined by a roaming man, claiming to be a doctor. So, he was put into...
This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Here he is. This young man is Lubomir. We've been administering the medicine recommended by the doctor who examined him, but he has yet to show any sign of recovery. To be perfectly honest, I doubt the soundness of that so-called doctor's judgment. After all, there is no shortage of ne'er-do-wells up there, willing to claim their medicine the only cure, that they might inflate its price. But I suppose I ought not say such things so openly. At any rate, I'd best continue on my rounds. Pray, stay as long as you wish. Come, come. We've medicine to prepare. We've enough to make a fresh batch now, thanks to a kind donation.
Psst! You there! Help me! Listen, the sisters here are good to us, but I'm growing weaker day by day. It started with a slight fever, and now I can scarce lift myself up. See that empty bed? An old man was lying in it till just a few days past. He told me he was feeling better, that he'd be well enough to leave anon. And now he's... Mayhap I'm just imagining things. I hope that's the case. And yet... something isn't right about this place. Pray, should you hear any queer rumors about the Gracious Hand, can't tell me of them, won't you? I'd see to it myself, but I can hardly move.
I spend my days in quiet reflection.
Good day, sir.
Each of our patients deserves our full attention. Would that we had more hand...
Medicine! 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 Now! Now! Now!
Oh, someone help me. Jahan? Bruno, where have you gone? Oh, someone.
Chaos in the world begins with chaos of... I spend my days in quiet reflection.
A moment's prayer can do... Might you be a friend of Lubomir's? He's seen better days, hasn't he? There has been talk of sending him down to the basement, should his condition fail to improve. That is, the basement sick room,
where our most critical patients convalesce under the Abbess's care. None of the other sisters are permitted entry, including myself. Teles. She gives the patients a special medicine. I know not what kind. At times I hear strange cries and moans drift up from below. Which is to be expected. Those who come here suffer all manner of afflictions, you see. And yet, a part of me is afeared for them.
So, the worst of us are taken to the basement. Mayhap that's the source of the queer voices I hear at night. And none save the Abbess can enter? If the gracious hand has a secret, 'tis the Abbess who keeps it, I reckon. You've done this much for me. Would you be willing to go further? I must find out what goes on down there. Oh, you've my thanks. I just can't stomach the thought of lying here not knowing. Of course, all the better should your search come to naught. But if you do find aught amiss down in that basement, it must be the Abbess's doing. Should you find evidence fit to implicate her, will you help me see to it that justice is carried out? See, I've already reported my suspicions to the Sentinels, and we've arranged a signal. If you apprehend the Abbess, they'll know to come and arrest her. So I beg you, sir, find the evidence you need, if it exists to be found.
To get to the bottom of what is happening at the Gracious Hand, we shall have to acquire evidence of any misdeeds.
I quite agree.
I know not why, but the words basement sick room set my hair on end. Shall we investigate?
Well said.
Beg pardon, sir, but this room is where our most severe case is... Beg pardon. The patients in this room must not be disturbed. Leave this place at once.
Mayhap 'twould serve us well to track down the former patients mentioned in these records of treatment.
I quite agree.
Oh, some...
I need it.
I fear I've much to attend to.
You're back. Pray, tell me, have you found anything? These look like records of treatment. Johann and Bruno. I know these two. They left here not long ago, fit as a pair of fiddles. I recall them being especially meek to the Abbess. Mayhap that's what got them out safely. At any rate, they may know aught of use. Loath as I am to ask more of you, perhaps you would speak to them in my stead? You're back. Pray, what? You found a medicine used only in the basement sick room. I don't like the sound of that. Do you think... Could I trouble you to look into this as well? Mayhap you could show it to the doctor I saw before coming here. Radcliffe, his name was. He's staying in the rest town. Pray, sir, do what you can. I must know.
Methinks we would do well to bring this medicine to Sir Ratcliffe, the doctor over in the rest town.
I quite agree.
Got something for me? I'm not hanging about.
I'm frightfully busy. No time.
Elena. Ah, yes. The abbess of the Gracious Hand. A fine woman by all accounts. I was in her care once myself. But I must admit, I've always felt there's something off about her. You see, I was only a little under the weather when I entered her care. But then I started getting sicker and sicker, till I was certain death would come for me. In the end, I survived, but methinks I was one of the lucky few. So many died down there. And once, I saw her, the abbess, meeting with a strange man. She handed him a large parcel, all wrapped up. And he gave her something small in return. You'd think 'twere medicine, but I'd not have bought medicine from a man like that. He had the look of a scoundrel about him. They were whispering. Where'd they meet? 'Twas in the square in the eastern part of the common quarter. And always a night, as I recall.
Lady Eleanor's a goodly person, a saint-like. Her earnest care saw me back to full health. I wavered between life and death for quite some time in that basement sick room, and she watched over me through it all, bless her. Can't say as I miss that basement, mind. 'Tis an eerie place, dark and shadowy, filled with the moaning of the sick. Suppose 'tis only to be expected, given the state of those assembled. I'm sure I was moaning too.
Where's my dagger?
Aye, I'm well enough, thank you.
For a fight.
I'm dead on my feet. Mayhap I ought to be getting home.
Couldn't hurt.
Beg pardon, sir, but have you any information about what happened here? A couple were found dead, you see. Poor Albert was stabbed from behind, and Selena, by all appearances, ended her own life after killing him. I can't fathom it. I knew the both of them, and I cannot imagine Selena doing such a thing, let alone to her dear husband. One witness claims Selena was turned away from a noble's estate shortly before the incident. But how could that possibly have led to aught so gruesome as this?
How awful. Are we to blame for this fell conclusion?
It's not enough from over there.
Leave off.
I'll take any chance not to think on my troubles.
I've been on my feet all day. My legs are as lead.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Haste makes waste, as they say.
Would have all my days.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel. Walking.
Everywhere is certainly tiring.
utterly
You're a right
will not
piece of work,
stand
you
for
are.
this. How awful. How horrible.
Now there's a worthy prize, if only 'twent so far off. Right?
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow.
Night time already? I thought it was rather dark.
Shall check our packs and be off.
Ready to forge on?
Here.
Aye, this is plenty. Lord Phasus is like to be in your debt. Nicely done. Suppose it can't have been easy to procure this much so quickly.
You suppose wrong. I command their full faith. 'Tis simple for me to extract what I require.
Ha! You're a fearsome one. Here's hoping I ne'er end up in your care.
Enough. I gave you yours, now you give me mine. I'd not be seen here with you.
Ah, of course. Wouldn't want to hurt the Lady Saint's image in the eyes of the confolk, would we? Here's your special medicine.
Glad we understand each other. Till next time.
Aye, be seeing you.
This is not the first we've heard of Lord Phasus. What could his aim be, I wonder?
That's odd.
Where was I bound again?
It's nice. I'm ready.
Nice to see you again.
Finishing the armor can wait till the morn.
I don't tell half as many lies as your parents.
Stay away.
I've got to focus.
Mayhap I will find myself a better net.
Seems my days are naught but toil.
Not known a new dish.
Day out. What might you be looking for?
You don't look like much.
I've been on my
This ox cart's bound for the... I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
I'll not stand for this.
Fine, out of the car, all of you.
I expected to simply accept.
Never have I encountered such strategy. You'll only exhaust yourself if you keep on like that.
Fear I am not of this world.
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Where are you going?
One must take pride in it.
Time to hit the sack.
Someone to talk to.
Peruse at your leisure, sir.
Oi, you there! You've just arrived in town, haven't you? I don't mean to pry, only it's my grandson.
Morris, I've just found out Roger's...
What?
I've just heard news. Roger was seen being dragged off by wolves.
Oh, my poor boy.
Morris, think what you're saying, friend.
We can't go. Do you truly expect me to do naught but twiddle? The soldiers won't do aught for him, will they? Concern it all. He's right. But what else am I to do? Do you if you return him to me?
Let us speak with everyone we can think of who might know aught of use.
Have you come from Vermund? The ancient battleground to the north is overrun with hordes of fell beasts, and so little in times past 'twas safe enough a night. Since a few days past, skeletons. It could be that aught's befallen the cenotaph. I'd heard the spirits had calmed some. Say, if I cannot dissuade you from traversing the ancient battleground,
At least here I can let down my hair.
I don't believe I had any visitors today. Begone! I have no hospitality to extend toward one bereft of decorum.
Oh, I can't complain.
Have you not eyes to see my... What it is, I've not...
Peruse at your leisure, sir.
Herald things off in limits and caution.
At least I have my sights. I've not trained for this.
An ox cart or...
Looking to gain entry to Myrddin's Manor, are you? First, he'll sweep your luck from head to toe. Then he'll ask, that paunce. You'd think he'd know not to expect noble manners from us.
Go on.
Reckon your road between trade towns can make you right sick of Crow. But here, at least, many thanks.
How might I be of service?
Suppose I'd best get to work.
Might as well hang about. I'm in no rush.
Aye? In need of a doctor, are you? What's this you're giving me? Oh, I see. You want interesting. Well, you said naturally I'll need a bit of time with it. Come back again in...
What am I supposed to do? Well, then, sir,
Someone to talk to.
Might as well hang about.
Aye? In need of a doctor. What's this you're giving me? Interesting. Naturally I'll need a bit of time.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
No harm in being a few.
Greetings. You are the... Tell me, in your comings and goings, did you happen to encounter a man? He seems to have vanished while in possession of a treasure known as the Jadeite Orb. My fellow merchants are scouring this, and if I may be candid, our primary concern is an item of precious importance to myself and my partners. And in my hour of need, who should wander by but the good Arisen? You will be rewarded handsomely.
Jadeite orb could be anywhere now.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle.
What I can do for you?
What would you of me?
Beg pardon, sir, but I'm on duty at present.
I grow restless when I do this.
Greeting. We see a great many customers. The sword and staff is open. The sword and staff is open for business.
I'd be glad to talk when I'm off duty, sir.
I see life as a job.
Have a gander at my wares. You shan't regret it if you see aught you like. Best buy one. Hope to see you again ere long.
There's so much to him.
I got nothing for you.
Say, it was stolen from me while I was delivering it, and if Master Everard should find out, he'd wring my neck. It's no exaggeration. He said people killed before, more than a few, but that, to be quite truthful, I'd intended to, working under a man such as him, I'd only get chewed up till he decided to spit me. Unless you...
Sirs Botholf and Everard each seek the Jedi Tour.
Have you heard there was no warning, no apparent cause? But one more. Of course, such rumours are best taken with a grain of...
And he's delivered me my remedies many a time. Once, he even picked some flowers on his way up. I still recall his smile when he told me about old Rog. Well, I...
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Right, hand over all the coin in your purse, now.
So soon? Why? We seem to have come through unscathed.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes. Tis a chest. I shall take a look inside.
It's about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
I have a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used to enhance your equipment. I can even mark them on your map.
We cannot break it from this side.
True enough.
Is there any way to climb up there? I'm not sure what we'll find, but it might be something useful.
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Come to think of it, different masters favour different forms.
Hang in there, Master. I'm coming to assist. Oxen are sturdy creatures, aren't they?
'Tis best to leave harmless creatures be.
I've a thought to share myself. The pawns in this party are women all.
And yet, no two of us are the same. found a hidden path. This sort of discovery really lifts the spirits.
Do you mean to proceed? My, you're a bold one.
A fine showing.
execution.
Once more. Such a magnificent tapestry. You have my support.
It seems we have
Thank you. I am in your debt.
Carts make for relatively safe travel.
Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light.
What are you? What's your problem?
Got some business with me, do you?
This ox cart's bound. I'll not take you anywhere until I've had my due.
Today?
Let us defer to the Arisen's judgment.
I quite agree.
Not compared to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
I remember. The wolves. How is it I'm still alive? You saved me. Didn't you, sir? How did you know where I was? I suppose he must be worried. If it's all the same to you, sir.
I suppose we'll be wanting to report back now.
Got to keep it together.
We ought to keep watch, lest we be set upon from behind.
Naught can threaten us if we watch each other's backs.
Might there be aught over there?
We ought to take a closer look. Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I'm by your side. Was superb, Arisen.
We're higher up than I thought.
What's come over you, Arisen?
Trey, allow me to open your chest.
appropriate choice, Arisen. I'll gladly take the lead.
I've a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for...
Peruse at your leisure, sir.
For everyone.
Rog? Rog, is that you, my boy?
Hello, Grandfather.
'Tis a miracle. You're alive and in one piece. Oh, joy of joys! I thought ne'er to lay eyes on you again.
Grandfather, you're smothering me.
Oh, hush. You don't get to complain of such things after you worried me half to death.
I'm very sorry, Grandfather. I didn't mean to cause you grief.
And you? Words alone will ne'er be enough to express the depth of my gratitude. I am truly in your debt. Pray, take this. 'Tis naught but thank you, sir.
Thank you for saving.
Outstanding.
Well done, everyone.
'Tis vital that we rest and regain our strength before moving on.
Ah, there you are. You've come at a good time. I've just finished running those tests. I must ask, where did you acquire that concoction? 'Tis a fell thing you got there. To be plain, 'tis more poison than physic. It has the potential to heal one's ailment, certainly. But only if they could survive long enough, which isn't likely. Worse still, it has addictive properties that are likely to cause the patient to become dependent on its deadly effects. I say patient, but I should hope whoever made this did not intend it as a method of treatment. You'd have to be well and truly mad to attempt such a thing.
Oi, keep your distance.
Got some business with me, do you?
Got some business with me, do you?
I've been on my feet all day. My legs
Need anything? Long as I live, I shall ne'er forget this. I...
Well, Mentor, how's the day treating you then? Well, there's always demand for weapons, particularly near the border, where quarrels occur every other day. Always a pleasure.
I cannot wait to put this new equipment to use.
Let us use it well, that it might prove a worthy investment.
We see a great many customers given our location, so you'll have to forgive...
Pray, sir, that's where to look. You could try asking a bandit, or someone who's apprised of illicit dealings.
might not.
Have a look. I'm sure I can handle this.
I can tell you what to do.
Reckon your trade towns can make you right sick of crowds. But here, at least, you'll find a bit of peace and quiet.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Interested in my wares?
Hubris is meant for a
Suppose I ought to check the walls of
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
There, Master! Saurians! That was hard won.
What fails to destroy us only enhances our chances against future adversaries.
I shall not fail you.
I expect you'll be wanting my assistance.
Focus your attacks on its heart.
Stilling its pulse is no mean feat, but it can be done.
It's not right there! Strike now! My foe stumbles. Just one more push ought to bring it down.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall. What is it? What has happened to your magic? Many thanks for healing me, Arisen.
Hope you weren't expecting mercy.
No miracle will win this victory here. We want you to join me in our approach.
Well now, I'm not sure.
That one hurt.
I lack information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters.
Shall I assist? I shall not fail you. Careful, Master. We know not what to expect from this enemy.
Look at it. Beast can scarce stand. A well-placed strike ought to send it gazing skyward.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
A blow to the heart could end the beast.
Stilling its pulse is no mean feat, but it can be done.
Its heart lies bare. Strike now!
What is it? What has happened to your magic?
shan't suffer such an offence. We are all...
Thank you for healing me, Arisen. This foe is beyond our strength. I will check.
Well now, I'm not sure.
I'm afraid I'm unfamiliar with the matter at hand. Perhaps we should have a more knowledgeable pawn join our party. This should be interesting. I'm unfamiliar with this mode.
Its heart is most vulnerable. Now, while the heart is exposed. We can ill afford to rush headlong into battle. Let us walk. Our foe has been knocked off balance. Grab hold and drag it to the ground. The fire must be put out ere our comrade burns. Might I be understood?
I lack information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better applied of such matters.
I would gladly be available.
There, Master! Drake!
Ice is our ally against such fiends.
Look at it. The beast can scarce stand. A well-placed strike ought to send it gazing skyward.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
A blow to the heart could end the beast.
Stilling its pulse is no mean feat, but it can be done.
Its heart lies bare. Strike now! I suppose I'll handle this.
Might I be of assistance?
Leave it to me.
Careful now. This one can make allies of us pawns.
I shan't suffer such an offence. We are our masters and myrmidons, and no others.
Strike at the heart while it's exposed.
Good job! The point has come to us! I expect you'll be wanting my assistance. I suppose I'll handle this. We find an opportunity to retrieve my safety taking. Tis hunting cowardice. No hope of victory to you.
I lack information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Have there any time for me today? There's something I've come to understand during my stone. Every last resident in this city is wholeheartedly devoted, for it made me painfully aware of my own position. Can this exist? I want to live a life I can proudly call. I tire of enduring my mother's coddling, and of having to mind looking at this box. 'Tis proof that I am not my mother's servant. 'Tis something though it came to me. Pray, take this with my now. I may not be able to wander this thus. I cannot say when next we'll see each other, though I feel. Till then, take care.
That was quite a gift. I hope that procuring it was not a burden upon the lad.
I quite agree.
Hi, Arisen! Have you brought me a bunch of flowers already? Oh, just look at them. They're the most beautiful flowers I've ever seen. These should brighten the sisters' days. Say, would you mind terribly if I asked you another favor? See, one of my friends taught me a magic spell. It's supposed to let you meet whomever you like. All you have to do is find a silver stone. But there's the problem. Would you find a silver stone and bring it to True? I'll be waiting.
Our next mission is to acquire a silver stone. Mayhap silver ore will serve. We can purchase it, or mine it up ourselves.
I quite agree.
Not my kind of place, this.
These writings could be of import.
Let's have a look then.
Here to ask aught of me, are you?
It was a fascinating tale those soldiers outside the palace were discussing.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean?
Aye. Tell us, her ties to this figure from the neighbouring country have a romantic tint.
Did you want something? Oh, I can't find a silver stone anywhere. Oh, just look how it shines. Thank you ever so much. Say, aren't you curious who I want to meet? Well, I'll tell you. My mother and father. Not to say I'm unhappy at the gracious hand, of course. I want to tell them how great... Oh, it's so shiny. Oh, hi,
Miss Daphne seemed pleased with our efforts. Mayhap we ought to pay her another visit sometime soon.
Right you are.
Is there aught I can help you with, sir? Oh, if you're looking for Lubomir, his condition deteriorated to the point that he had to be moved to the basement sick room. He's not allowed visitors, I'm afraid, not even family. Even we're not allowed to go see him. No need to worry, though. The Abbess is tending to him personally. She'll nurse him back to full health, I'm sure of it. The patients in this room must not be disturbed. The patients in this room must not be disturbed. What are you doing? Unhand me this instant.
Many thanks for your assistance in this matter. Elena is being questioned as we speak. Suffice to say, your testimony, combined with the evidence you've procured, have cast a great deal of suspicion upon the Abbess that she isn't like to shake. Pray have this, sir. 'Tis your reward for aiding us in our duty to this city.
What business have you here?
It seems you have obtained information regarding the False Sovereign. Captain Brant will be eager to hear of it, I'm sure.
Now we must report to Captain Brant.
That's the way of things, is it not? I know where that person can be found, Master. This way.
As a reward for your Majesty's efforts, you have been invited to attend the coronation. 'Twould seem congratulations are in order. You will, of course, require raiment befitting of the occasion. I would ask that your Majesty return once you've procured such attire. There is much we ought to tend to. We ought to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Well, well. He is merely Desa's puppet then. 'Tis likely that he knows naught of her schemes, even were he to be removed. I suspect some other would simply be made to take his place. But if there's aught that compels my attention, 'tis this other man you mentioned. Phases, was it? He seems a man of import, and yet I have never heard of him. Pray, allow me to investigate this matter further. You've done well, Your Majesty. Thank you.
So, the False Sovereign, Queen Regent Disa, and this Phasers fellow are all working together. Quite a sordid trio, eh?
There is much we ought to tend to. If aught shall change once we have attended the coronation. If Your Majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so before we depart. Very well. Praying for is there aught else you would speak of? Do not forget that we work to...
Here, if you please. It's clear you're not interested in arriving at our destination, so I'll hold off on guiding us there for now.
The Arisen decides our path. We have her to follow. Shall we get some rest then?
Now we've the vim to tackle the day ahead.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
I hope you slept well.
You're always such fun to talk to.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their costs. We're in the right place, but the one we're due to meet is yet to show.
Welcome to the Star Trap. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Come back any time. Welcome. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Always a pleasure.
What brings you here?
I fear I'm not useful to share.
Have a look. Go on, have a look.
Many thanks.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
The Arisen is ever prudent in the application of coin.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you.
Always a pleasure. Look at long.